Tech, right in the heart of the CBD. This is a community-based childcare centre, and they are cared for in two different rooms. The quarter room over here is for under twos, and the fan room is for over twos. And North Haven's part of our Kahui Aoko, and we're going to talk to them about some new and exciting changes they've made in their centre. So we are here with Tracy and Lynn at North Haven Childcare Centre. There's some exciting changes that have been taking place at North Haven. Can you just tell us a little bit about some of those?
Yeah, so we've been working on our social and emotional coaching and to help and support the children when they are learning about emotions and how to regulate their emotions and kind of understand what's happening to their body when they start to feel these funny feelings. So yeah.
Excellent. So why did these changes come about? What was it that made you go, we need to do something here, make some changes?
We kind of noticed the dynamics of the children were changing, and a lot of children were feeling a bit more anxious and a bit more worrying about things and kind of being here for longer periods during the day. Like we've gone from having sort of more two-sessional type children coming to these ones who are coming from the beginning of the day right to the end of the day, and so they were getting more tired and more frustrated, and were kind of struggling with learning how to play alongside somebody cooperatively and joining in groups and stuff.
So obviously the emotions are large. Why do you think that emotions have become such a big thing?
Well, I think you've touched on that children are spending longer hours in childcare centres, and for some they need more attention, and if they find that they're not getting it in a positive way, they'll seek it in a negative way, so because any attention is better than none at all. So that's why we're seeing perhaps more behavioural issues and emotions that are not under control, or just they're finding it more difficult to self-regulate.
And I think also because of the longer hours, some of the children are
very tired.
A lot tighter, and also more worried that mum or dad aren't going to come and pick them up. They kind of only see them for this little window and they see us for this big window. And so, I have noticed that that's a big thing of when's my mum coming? When's my mum coming? And needing that constant reassurance that, yes, actually they've dropped you off, but they're not going to leave you here forever. They are going to come back and pick you up.
Because I suppose in a day that, in a full day, they're actually spending more time, awake time with you for some of these children than what they are with their families.
And stuff.
Yeah, completely.
But it is a lot to do with that attention thing.
Yes.
So we've worked really hard with the review that we've done to give them the attention when they're doing the right thing, and also we make sure that they know what the right thing is. So we're really strong on letting them know what that is, and praising and rewarding them when they do that.
Fantastic.
So then they'll do it again.
Yeah. So it's a staff-wide focus across the whole centre, or is it particularly over twos that are working on it?
Particularly over twos, but it is a whole centre.
Yeah. So what changes have you noticed in the language the children are using in regards to their emotions?
So I thought it's a lot more with the older children, although especially in what they do, so we're seeing a lot more caring and empathy for all children, and a better sense of belonging and respect. And I think the respect thing links back to our rules.
This is our mat time area, and up here we have North Haven rules, so it's Show Me 5, so it's nice and easy for the children to remember. So these are the rules that we use in the fern room, so use kind words, listening ears, walking feet, hands to self, and help to tidy up. So we actively teach those things to children as well, so we talk quite a lot about using kind words and what that means, and walking feet, and we have a reward system that we've put in place with stamps and stickers and things to encourage children to continue to do that. This wee board is sometimes children need some support with recognising time, so how long it is between things. So we move these across, so it could be it's playtime, then it's hui time, so nap time, then we wash our hands, and then we have kai time, so it's about supporting transitions. We also had some really good advice from Lynn Grigger at the Ministry of Education. Learning Support, and she suggested we get these timer clocks. So we use these in the classroom quite a bit. We use them for transitions to tidy up, so we just turn them on and it gives children a countdown and it's a visual aid for them. And then it just beeps and they might see what they say.
So we're teaching really skills for life, not just skills for that may or may not be useful when they go to school, but they certainly will be useful throughout the years.
Yeah, and I think definitely by the sounds of some of the things you're doing, they're going to be fantastic when these children come through to school, because there is such a nice flow on for
We
what
hope
we're
so.
doing as well. So.
That's our,
And with, you know, some children, I know you're going to ask this question later, but we've had good feedback from parents.
Yeah.
You know, that they felt that their children have been well prepared.
Yeah. Excellent. You're doing a fantastic job then. That makes our job so much easier. Well done. So what successes have you experienced along this journey?
We've had success with quite numerous amount of children, but especially those with special learning needs and stuff. We've had one child who I taught the calm down techniques to, and she's kind of run with it, and she teaches the other children now, and it's like if she can see someone starting to get a bit anxious or a bit, you know, worked up, she goes, calm down, and we breathe, and then she's like, smell the flower, hold the candle, and yeah, so it's brilliant. Yeah, and we can see it out in the playground as well, like you can hear the children go, no, just take some breaths, or you know, just go into the calm down, or just take some time out.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
At such a young age,
Yes,
they can do
yeah.
that. That's great.
And they've been like parroting of like, you know, can I have a turn after you
Yes, I was gonna-
for sharing and turn taking and stuff like that. So yeah,
Fantastic.
it's quite nice to hear it sort of come back and you go, oh, they did take that on board. So yeah.
So have you had to make any changes to the physical environment? And if so, what are the things that you've done?
Lots of visual cues and the visual clock. That's been such an asset for us, just to give those warnings and reminders about what to do.
Yeah, as soon as they hear it now, they go, tidy up time!
Oh,
and
brilliant.
they go, so they know that that's a warning and stuff.
So the timer clocks have changed the way that we transition children from one activity to other, from free play through to nap times and hand washing and kai, and it's just stopped that teacher lag that you get of tidy up. All the children have the expectation, they have that warning that they need to be doing that when the buzzer goes off.
So you talked about the emotion side of things. Do you have a space if children are feeling overwhelmed that they go to?
Yeah, we've set up a calm down area in the art room, so it's kind of a more quieter place. This is our calm down space, where if the children are starting to feel overwhelmed by any emotions, like if they're getting angry or they're sad that mum or dad have dropped them off in the morning and they just need a bit of comfort, they can come into this calm down space. So we've got books about different emotions, because children can't actually regulate their emotions if they don't understand what the emotions are. There's a book about the worry monster and taking away their worries as well. And then we've got the calm down kitty, so they can just come and take something out of here and just, so they can sit any which way they'd like. There's a mirror here that they can have a look at themselves.
Oh, yes.
And and then they can just sit in here for a wee while and just calm themselves down, and we've got a weighted blanket that they can put over themselves, and they can just sit here and calm themselves till they're ready to come out and to play.
Have you had any parents conversate, like parent meetings with them about the changes, or is that still to come? Or
Still to come,
Still to
it's
come.
next week.
oh, brilliant!
On Thursday next week. So
Yeah.
we're hopeful that will create more interest and parents taking it on board and thinking, well, yes, maybe I could try that at home.
Definitely.
Try it. And we're going to put the same information on our Educate platform too online. So
Excellent. What resources and tools have you been using along the way?
So we've made up like a calm down kitting. So this is the smell the flower. So you just take a big deep breath and then blow it out. And this is blow out the candle. And so they're doing their breathing in and breathing out. And then we've just got like lots of sensory things that they can use to just kind of calm the body down. So,
like those poppers.
Yes.
so
Very popular at
things.
school at the moment, the poppers.
And then this is our worry monster. So for the children who are a bit worried and concerned about things, then we just get a piece of paper and we write down their worries, and then the worry monster eats them. And so he goes inside his mouth, and then they kind of like go away to play somewhere, and then we kind of remove all the worries, and then they come back to check it, and it's like, see, the worry monster's taken away your worries, so you don't have to worry about it while you're at North Haven.
Oh, that's so
So
sweet.
this is our worry wall, which has got some of the main fears and worries that the children have got, because we wanted to also incorporate and let the parents know why we had Worry Monster, and because a lot of children went home and said, oh, I did something with the Worry Monster today, and some of the parents were like, the what? And so these are some of the worries and stuff, and so they just kind of change. And the children can also see that we take it seriously, that, their worries are valid. So it doesn't matter what the worry might be. There might be a big worry, or it might be a little worry, or a worry that doesn't happen in New Zealand, but the children know that they're valid.
So what do you see as your next steps in this journey?
for the Kora Room, the Incredible Years has an Incredible Years toddler book. So we want to get that for the centre so that they can take what they need out of that and just incorporate it into their practice. We hope that we can continue this, that it won't be gone if any of us aren't here and we get new teachers, that it will continue on. So we've made some resources that outline the basics of what we're doing.
Great,
So nothing will be lost.
That's a great idea, because often there is that changeover in staff,
Yes,
and you don't want to waste all that development PD that you've done along the way. So great. So what suggestions would you have for any other centres who are looking at this journey?
We would really recommend that